If you're missing at the top towards the lockout on a conventional deadlift, oftentimes it's actually because positioning from the start of the lift. So a lot of people want to focus on doing rack pulls, things of that nature to try to get stronger in that area. But if you're like this and you're trying to finish, there's a lot of work to get through to here. What we want to be is in a position where we can do this. Boom, finished, versus here. So you'll notice a difference of between 5 to 6 inches, a lot of work and really clean motion of popping that through. So what we're doing is basically squeezing our hips under the bar, pushing them through, but you've got to be in a position to do that. So this will be prevalent basically if you see a lifter with a moderate to wider stance on the deadlift. So if you've got this stance and you're failing off the floor and not failing at lockout, there's no need to necessarily make a change. But what we want to do is we want to recruit a little bit more glute engagement. So first I'd like you to get into this, what would be your stance on the deadlift. So in here, if you're at that stance, and lock out your quads, squeeze your glutes, pinch a penny, prison defense, however you want to think about that, or twisting the floor up with your feet like such. Okay, and you'll feel those glutes squeeze together. Now I want you to bring into a narrow stance right in here. So legs are almost completely below my hips, so I'm about 9 inches apart, and my toes are pointed slightly outwards. So in fact, if I was in here, really what I've done is just bring my heels in, and my toes or front of my feet are right in the same spot that they used to be. So slight pronation right here. Get in that same position, and now squeeze those glutes again as a test. You'll find they're firing harder, and that's what we want. But we're not going to worry about firing at the end. What we want to do is we break off the bar right here. Right from here is to start twisting that floor, pinching that penny. It'll keep you in tighter to the bar, and you get to here, and you can pop through. Instead of out here, and now we've got to pull up and over on top of the hips versus squeezing through. See how much more cleaner that is than up and over the top. But we've got to be in position to do that. You've got to stay in tight with that bar, and you've got to start that glute activation in here. Boom. So again, that should help improve your lockout by focusing on the setup. Again, that's for conventional pullers with a moderately wide stance that are struggling with lockout.